Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Welcome everyone to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Kansas offense will go to work first. K-State was able to outlast the Jayhawks in a tight one the last time these two clashed in the Sunflower Showdown.
It was EMA for Kansas State. Every man a Wildcat, and they needed all of them in that game. They showed up right down to the very end, made the plays they needed, David, to win.
Yeah, and they got to hold the trophy. And Kansas got to hear about it. They get to hear about they don't win this rivalry very often, and Kansas State's the big deal. Big chance to prove them wrong today.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Grab near the marker, it's Pickett. Across the 40, out of bounds, and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Pickett.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working that left side now. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense has the ball for the 1st time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pickett. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion now, trying to set up a punt.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly! And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Johnson looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He's got great speed. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Daniels. Catch in the middle, it's Pickett. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kansas State, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. running back searching for a hole. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Kansas State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the option. The pitch.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds a man on the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense had to have a drive. They had to put points on the board. 0 points until this drive. Down in this ball game. Needed to get some momentum. Gonna need a lot more in the second half if they want to win this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. just enough time for one final play of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down, from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. Whether it's rock chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff to the single running back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, That is a victory for them. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Johnson looking to throw. He wants it all. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Pickett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
17 on the play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point.
28, Kansas City, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on!
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Let's go! One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Johnson wants to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Pickett. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Jayhawks! A great catch and run for 6.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
35, Kansas State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Finds the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Oh, and the attempt is no good. They pull the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll listen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Key narration volume set to 100.